So we are going to be doing a split stance RDL. So I'm going to be working on this right side leg right now, and the weight is going to be in the opposite hand. So our feet are going to be about hip width apart. So you're going to go ahead and bring one leg back. So when you bring one leg back, make sure you don't bring it back too far. I'd say probably about a foot away from this other side. Width apart, but bring it back maybe a little bit less than a foot away from this other side. So we have our foot contacts, base of our big toe, base of our little toe, and our heel. So we're hanging on to the sensation of these foot contacts. Make sure you're able to feel these the entire time. Soft knee, so make sure your knee is not completely locked like this. Soft knees, and your weight is going to be over. The primary motion of this exercise is your hips moving from this forward position to this backwards position. So you're literally folding at your hips. So the weight is going to be in the opposite side. What we're going to be doing in this exercise is we're reaching this weight towards the middle shin of this opposite leg as we fold at our hips. So we have our foot contacts, soft knees, weight is over this leg. So we're going to go ahead and reach this arm forward like this. What this is going to do, it's going to allow our rib cage to stack over our pelvis so that we can hang on to the sensation of our ab muscles. Head, we're going to look about 7 feet ahead of us at the ground in front of us the entire time. So make sure you're not looking up or looking down too much throughout this exercise. Foot contact, knee unlock, weight over my hips, reaching forward, and I'm looking about 7 feet ahead of me. Full breath in through my nose. Exhale. We have those belly muscles on. So we're maintaining the sensation of these belly muscles to keep that stacked position as we fold at our hips. So make sure you don't lose that sensation of those belly muscles. So inhale as you go down. So inhale as you go down, maintaining that sensation of your belly muscle, reaching towards your mid, downward push through your shoulder blade. Exhale as you come out of it. From the front, what you're gonna see is as I reach downward, this hip is actually shifting back a little bit to feel that lengthening happening through our glutes. So reach down. So again, foot contact, soft knees, feel the weight on this front hip. So we need the weight to be on this front hip to shift it backwards so that we are able to fold at our hips. Looking about 7 feet ahead of us at the ground in front of us the entire time. As for the arm that's going to be holding the weight, we want this downward push through our shoulder blade as we start to lower into the range, especially as we start to go up in weight. What I want you to keep in mind is your knee position. So we talked about the soft knee in the beginning, but I want you to make sure that your knee does not start to straighten out as you start to do this exercise more and more. So we want that soft knee, and we want this little bit of a bend with your knee coming more towards your toes. It's not going to be kind of an entire bend like this. It's going to be about this bend, relatively this amount the entire time. So what that's going to do, it's going to allow the motion to predominantly be happening from your glutes and hamstrings as opposed to using a little bit more of your quads and your back. Stronger, you're able to incorporate 2 dumbbells. So again, same position, foot contacts, soft knees, weight over my hips, full breath in, exhale. As you start to add more and more load, this downward push through your shoulder blade is going to be very important so you don't use a lot of your neck to accomplish this motion. So full breath in, exhale. Downward push. To go heavier and heavier into the range, this abdominal tension is going to be very important so that when you're starting to lower into the range, you don't bulge forward into your belly. Keep that tension on, keep that stacked position as you're lowering into the motion to continue to feel the load kind of coming from your glutes.